Good morning. I am Brittany with Flannel Hill Farm. It's a little windy today. I got a long sleeve shirt on. I got dressed and Big K was like, I'd put long pants and a long sleeve shirt on if I were you. Look at this wind. We got a huge storm to the north of us. I'm hoping we get some rain. It would be very, very, very much appreciative if we got some rain. So since you clicked on this video, you should like, share, subscribe. At least subscribe. And if you clicked on the video, you might as well like it. I mean, it's not gonna do you any harm. Okay. Garden, how did everything survive? Looks like we did good. We sacrificed the melon plant. I did get some advice. I did not do it this year because it was a little late, but I think I am going to do it next year. I'm going to plant some marigolds. That will make it less attractive for bunnies and deer and everything. So we'll try that. Looks like our potatoes are doing wonderfully. The regular potatoes. I think they're red potatoes. Our beans are still doing great. Cucumbers are doing good, still climbing. The trellis is actually working out fairly well. See my deer eliminators? I tried. I did what I could. I'm going to take it as a win for me and say the weather had nothing to do with the deer not coming out. But I put some bags up to try and make some noise. And I also put some ribbons up to try to keep them from, I guess, something about the way their eyes work. They can't do depth perception very well. And so if you put ribbons around the edge of a fence, you don't have to put it so high. Because the ribbon will actually mess with their depth perception and they won't be able to calculate the jump. I don't know. Radishes are looking good. Zucchinis are getting big. I'm going to have to come out here, so I don't know if you guys know this or not. But I am here to try to help. With zucchini, the leaves get so dense that you actually have to cut them. So you want to cut like low leaves, and the littler you can pick whatever you want. But you want to get the low leaves that are kind of looking bad, and you cut them so that the air can flow. That way you don't get that mold that you get with these big leafed vegetables such as zucchini and squash. Oh, look at it's still growing. We still got it. There's another one right there. Yay! Yay! This is exciting. All right, buddy, let's go. Come on, monkers! And our sweet potatoes are coming back like I thought. Well, okay. Not like I thought, like I was hoping. We do have more sweet potato leaves than we did yesterday. That's wonderful. Okay. Perfect. So sweet potatoes are recovering. And I just got rained on. So, this is working out well. Good job to Big K on his finding of the netting. It's working. Good job to Big K for getting me to help him put the netting up so that this could happen. This is awesome. This is cool. What I should have done was raked everything yesterday so that I could see if there were new footprints from deer. I didn't. So, that's where we're at. I'm getting a little bit of rain on me. You guys got some rain on you. Awesome. However, I don't know what we're gonna do today then. Big K's got a guy coming out to look at this tree. This is a walnut tree, and it's not the healthiest looking thing. And when he does that, we are going to send him up to our neighbor's house. Our neighbors, we like our neighbors. This big one they have here, its partner went down a year ago, or a couple years ago, and she's very worried about it because the way it's leaning, it will go across the road. And she's got a couple other ones in her yard she's not a fan of. So we're gonna send him up there so that he can quote her as well. I guess them. He might be home and not her, I don't know. But we're gonna do that. Also, we are, my plumber. I am going to try to talk to my plumber and see if he would be willing to plumb. My neighbors have a son who is autistic, and he doesn't have hot water in his house because they haven't been able to find a plumber that would plumb a hot water heater for him. So I'm going to talk to my plumber and see if he would be willing to do that. I don't see why he wouldn't. He's a nice guy. I don't know if they didn't know about this plumber or what. But yeah, my plumber Dexter is a nice guy. So we will see. Hopefully he'll do it. I mean, at this point it's just going to be a time thing, but he's got quite a few projects out here, so I don't think he'll have a problem with it. Okay, so you guys get to see my living in a camper. I have these big dog food bins, but they don't fit very well in a camper. So we take a gallon-size Ziploc bag, fill the gallon-size Ziploc bag, and this works for about 2 weeks-ish. So that's what we do here. We also have woken and not drank anything in the way of caffeine. So we're wrestling with that. I also have been on a kick of not eating right away when I get up. So we haven't had breakfast. But when I do eat, I try to eat something fairly healthy so that I'm not, All right. I don't know. Just kind of looks like a dull day today. Big K was like, we could go down and get the post hole digger. And I'm like, not today. Why not? Because look at the sky. Look at the wind. We could get something out of the blue, and I don't want to be out in the middle of a field with a post hole digger. Surrounded by T-posts. So we are in the process of trying to get a... Oh, that's good. Okay. So, hey, please don't dump that. The corners of the fence are gonna have 5-inch, I believe, 5-inch cedar posts. And then it'll be T-posts after that to the next corner or gate. So the idea is to have 4 gates total. We're gonna have a gate up here, way on the other side, for vehicles. So you could potentially come from the other street and you could come into the alley and you could get into the field. Then down there where there's that big hole of T-posts, right there to there, that's going to be another big one so the tractor can get in and out. There's going to be a big one down at that end of the pathway where the red truck is sitting. There'll be a big one there. And then there's going to be a pedestrian gate kind of down by where the house is to get into the pasture there. So we need one of those. We're going to get the one that you trailer auger thing to dig those holes. And then Big K found we can rent a T-post pounder. I think that's an awful name, but it's basically like a gas-powered, it pounds the T-post for you. It sits on top of them and pounds them in. We have found that this side of the property, the south side, is more dense, rocky, and has more clay. The north side of the property, this is what we dug up. So this actually has some topsoil. The south side is just, I mean, you can see it around the foundation, is just that clay, rocky, like instantly, that's what you get. So we're just gonna bite the bullet and get a T-post pounder. Probably rent it for a week and just go to town. But yeah, otherwise today, I don't know. I have no idea. We gotta go into town to get something about your taxes. If your taxes are not clear in Missouri, you can't register or get licenses. So we have to go to the county so that the county can give us paperwork that says that we are good with our taxes, which we would be because we haven't paid Missouri tax yet. And then we have to go back to a licensing office and get the Ford registered and then figure out what we have to do for the other vehicles. I think we just have to get them checked, and then then we can just register them. But we'll have to see. So we gotta go to the county and get that. I don't know if we're gonna do that today. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm okay with a truly lazy day. Wow, this wind is kicking. Jeez. Look at this wind. It's crazy. Crazy. Hey, Banawee. 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 They don't like these big rocks. We just gotta wait a little bit longer for them to settle, and then we can put some smaller rocks down, and then it won't hurt their paws. They're just kind of jagged, so they try to walk in the grass. You can see KK does not move. She will not move from that spot until you open the camper door, and then she hauls to get in. So she's not on the rocks very long. Wow, look at that tree. That little tree just blowing. This is crazy. I wonder what it's gusting. Big K's got a pretty good weather app. I think it's called Dark Sky. And he can tell what it's gusting, how it's... Mine doesn't do that. Wow. Would have been a good day to put your laundry out to dry. What do you think? Huh? Why are you not a water dog? You know you are a water dog, right? Big K was saying yesterday was it 2 days ago? We were at the lake, and she would like go in just enough. And Big K's like, it's a good thing I'm not a duck hunter. Why you no do water? Why not? Tell the people why you don't do water. Alright, well, if anything exciting happens, I will make a video. Otherwise, you can always go onto my Instagram, Flannel Hill Farm. You can follow us on Facebook at Flannel Hill Farm. I gotta get better at this social media stuff, but I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. Flannel Hill Farm's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I don't think I want to be out here by all these dying trees. This one is a nice pecan though. A big one. Or pecan, however you want to pronounce it. Like coming in gusts. Like it was pretty calm there when I showed you the tree, and now I don't know what we're gonna do. We gotta go find something fun to do. Alright. I appreciate y'all. On your way back down the hill, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, subscribing. Weather's got the dogs freaked out, so I have them both. I got one over there, Mr. Bentley, Rado, and I got KK Lonnie, Lynn, right KK? Kevin called her Big K, named her KK, or Kaylani, and I started calling her KK. And he started calling her because I called her KK. He was like, oh, Kid Kaylani, okay, you know. And then she was barking one night, would not stop, just kept barking. And I said, KK, crazy Kaylani. And he was like, that's what KK means? I'm like, no, I just was calling her KK because Kaylani was long and she's a KK. Right, KK? Like if I call her Kaylani, she knows she's in trouble. So I try not to. But on your way back down the hill, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that little bell notification button, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm getting rained on now. Yep. Time to go in. Alright. I appreciate y'all.